What's up, guys? It is Pardon the Ignorance podcast. Back again this week. What up, Dave?
Living the dream one day at a time. You?
Oh. It could be interesting tonight.
Yeah, good. Glad
I've been drinking for 6.5 hours already.
That'll get it started, Bobby. That'll get it started. Yeah, I mean, to keep a tradition, I found this at the store today. Although I had it because I purchased Jim Beam Peach myself, and I mixed it with ginger ale. But I was like, I'll see what it tastes like, pre-canned.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Well, I can't complain.
Nice.
I don't think it's something you want to drink more than two of, really, but
yeah,
it's more you're, feeling saucy. And I went ahead and did regular bourbon as well. Why not to wash it down with? What do you got going on? Oh, it's that time of year.
Oktoberfest.
That time of year. Too bad there's no Oktoberfest going on, but it is.
I've been drinking Tall Boys all fucking day.
Keep it classy.
And it
buddy.
is. What is this? Oh, it's only 6%, but I've had that right there is number 8, and I'm 3 shots in.
Do you have your Halloween shirt on?
No, it's just a polo with skulls on it.
Tis that time of year.
I wear it to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So, cheers, man.
Cheers. Good stuff. So what you got on the docket for me, Bobby?
Oh, man. I don't have a whole lot on the docket. However, there are a couple of things I just want to wing it and kind of discuss. I have a little bit of a setup here in my head, and we'll just go with that.
Okay, cool.
So, first off, great to have you back.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
It's been we had a little bit of a pause for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Last weekend we weren't able to catch anybody together, so we didn't add one.
It's for me, football season is over now. So until I would say the middle of November, before we start up winter training, my schedule kind of died down a bit, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Need a bit of a break. But it's also missing those Monday and Thursdays ride up and practice. Really like the team, like the guys there. So when you like your team, it makes things, your practice a little better. So, but I think I actually needed both a mental and everything else break. But I know you've been busy as well. And I know Harry and Chris are busy as well. So it's that time of year.
I've been crushing it.
Yeah. And when you think about it, we got the holiday season coming around quicker than you think. So,
yeah. Well, now that we have the our master bathroom done, there's like a massive room between what used to be our dressing room, like it used to be our bedroom,
right,
and office area. Well, we moved all that into what used to be our dressing room, and now we have we're just finishing up today. Hopefully tomorrow by afternoon we'll be done, but it's like a 90 square meter dressing room. It's fucking awesome how we have it all laid out and done. We redid everything.
For what? Just wanted it?
That's part of the house that hasn't been renovated yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cool. So then after that, we do what our bedroom is going to be. So hopefully by November, I only have one bathroom to do. Then my entire house will be done, renovated and done.
Then it's time to start on the kitchen again.
Fuck no, not even close. This kitchen, dude. I'm hoping I don't ever have to deal with it. That's why we did it the way we did.
Right.
But so you just said that you've been dealing with football. You're taking a break. I've been busy with shit. How's work going?
I've actually been off this week, so I can't complain. First week I've had off since I know I had 2 weeks in I think summertime, but I still have to take a couple of weeks off somewhere, find the time and get my job done. To tell you the truth, it's nice not being at work this week. But unfortunately, when you go away, the email box still piles up. So I can't wait to get to Monday and crack that open. Yeah. Should be interesting. Yeah, man. But work is busy. This time of year is usually the wrap up time of year. So I've got to travel for the first time next week, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'll be traveling to South Germany.
Nice.
First time that since I guess December 2019 that I've had to travel for work. So I'm looking forward to it. Um, although now they're talking about Corona's kicking up again, so only God knows. And I don't know. I just want to travel. That's all.
Yeah, I
Travel
hear
for
you.
work. And so
Um,
you,
nothing's changed, man.
I know you've had an
It's
illness
worse.
this week. So
Yeah, well, no, this past week I was back at work, but the week before I was sick.
right,
So I was hit pretty hard and just laid up. Um,
just a normal
but
cold.
I think it was actually full blown flu. Like I had a fever, so they tested me for corona 3 times.
Hmm.
But
It's what
yeah,
I had. I had a flu too. I had um, a fever as well.
yep,
And that shit knocked me on my ass. And like I think we talked about last time, I just think it's because we've been sheltered in our homes and we haven't had that exchange of bacteria and stuff with normal life like we used to have. And
yeah,
then we get a normal cold now and it knocks you on your ass. So,
yeah,
or maybe we're just getting old, Bobby. What the fuck do I know?
possible. But that brings me into my my first topic. If you and you can't pick football,
Okay.
if you had the ability to choose whatever you could do for the rest of your like for work, what would you do? What would you be doing?
Oof. You know, I always wanted to be a teacher. I'm not kidding.
Really?
That's originally what I wanted to do before I ended up staying here in Germany. I wanted to be a teacher.
Why?
Um, I don't know. There's I think maybe it's why I'm a coach. There's I think there's value in seeing like a kid or somebody who you're teaching something to like catch on to it and like you watch them blossom maybe from somebody who was left behind or something and you teach them something and you watch them go on and do things. There's value in that to me. To me,
Yeah.
it's not always about money. Teachers are severely underpaid. I think we all
They're
know
they're
this.
severely underpaid, but for me it's the gross disrespect that this generation has. Like you deal with it with your kids, you see it with other kids out and
Mhm.
about. Imagine having classrooms of them, like 26 to 30 of them every day, all day long.
I think they made it difficult to be a teacher these days, and that's why I said I
Yeah.
think they're underpaid. I know a couple teachers, and I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
Yeah.
But I think I had the personality for it, Bobby. You know that. So I think that it would have fit me. Either that or the other job I always wanted to do. And it sounds kind of funny, but I wanted to be, and I don't exactly remember the name of it. So if somebody knows, hit me up. It's one of the people who helps administers when people have cancer and they go in and they get what do you call it? Chemotherapy.
Yeah.
It's one of the people who actually give them the chemotherapy, like hook them up and everything.
Okay.
Um, because you know me, I'm a jokester, and I think sometimes those people are going through some shit, and they could use somebody who's not negative or tries to help them through. I mean,
Yeah.
as you can see, Bobby, it's me helping other people. I don't know, man. I work in the business world.
Yeah.
It,
Uh-uh.
and think the other thing would have been something with kind of like marine biology or something like that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Before I met that was actually my dream. I wanted to be a marine biologist. I was actually going to go move in with my grandma down in Naples, and I wanted to go to what is it there?
Florida Gulf Coast University.
Yes,
Mhm.
like over there in Miami.
Oh no, that's Florida Gulf Coast is in Fort Myers.
Right. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Fort Myers is only from Medina Springs. It's only a hop, skip, and a jump.
Okay. Mhm. And you?
Actually, I would be a writer.
That'd
I
be yeah,
think
yeah. Mm. I'm not creative enough for that. So
I want to actually, yeah, like I'm trying to tap into the creative side over the last for a while now. But I got some shit going on. I've been writing some stuff, but at the same time, it's finding the time, man. Finding the time.
I think I would have liked to have been maybe a doctor as well.
Yeah.
But then again, that's
Well, yeah, man, that's also like another thankless job. But then again, it also depends where. It's either a money grab or you're just severely overwhelmed and under supplied.
Yeah, but the value of saving somebody's life, I don't know. I just think it's self-sacrifice is under um kind of, what's the right word I'm looking for? It's undervalued in our society, I think.
Right.
Like you said, everybody you talk to now wants to work in a job where they get paid a lot of money. Mm, money,
You
it's
know
nice
what
to
though?
have, but
Yeah.
it's
I know what you're saying. There's a place called the Cleveland Sight Center. One of my mom's best friends, she's worked there for a number of years. And when I was a kid and my mom couldn't obviously take off, we didn't go anywhere for summer vacation in America. You have 3 months summer a break. So what I used to do is I used to volunteer, um, not the entire summer vacation, but a good majority of it, at least 2 to 3 times a week at the site center. It was cool because you were helping people, like people that were either born blind or had just lost their sight. So you're dealing with, you know, kids, toddlers, all the way up to elderly people. And it was awesome. I used to love it. Like I used to look forward to that every summer, going and doing that. It was a great place. And
yeah,
I see what you mean, helping people, the self-sacrifice, stuff like that. Because those people, that's a 100% nonprofit place.
yeah,
So they're not making shit and they
yeah,
can't pay the people shit.
yeah. But there's value to that, man.
Yeah.
I can't say what kids are being taught these days, and I can't really speak on that. But it's just not a thing that I think is like, hyped up in society, I guess. I don't know. Everybody wants to be an influencer now, but
Yeah.
something like that.
The the values that we grew up with and were bestowed upon us are, they're long gone, man. They're
Yeah,
long gone.
yeah. And no, I'm over 40. I can actually say that now. I'm over 40. So I just think there's a
You
disconnect.
old fuck.
I know, right? But I feel like there's a disconnect in what we knew and what kids now know. They just
Yeah.
ugh,
You can't
it's
even compare it, man. It's
no,
fucking, can't even compare.
no, not at all. And it's not just stateside wide, that's here as well. I think the values are different here than what the older Germans would say is important to what
That's a
the younger ones
worldwide
are.
thing, man.
Yeah.
That is a worldwide thing.
I don't know. I just don't think everywhere in the world respect for your elders is lost. I think if you go to some Asian
No.
countries, it's traditional, or if you
Yeah.
go to, well, I can't speak in Africa because I don't know, but I know Asia, it is that way. And even in my company I work for, we work with some Indian guys and ladies, and they both are real big on respecting their elders or
Yeah.
asking for advice from there. So
Believe it or not, Russians are also very high on the respect for elders and other people.
yeah, it's undervalued.
Um,
It is.
yeah. Now, do you think that, I honestly think that the internet is to blame for this a lot?
Well, I blame the internet for everything personally, Bobby. So
Well,
I don't know, it's just phones. I don't
not
know.
everything.
I don't know. Was it, I always think back and you get this nostalgia kick and you're like, was the 90s better? Were the
Oh
80s
yeah.
better?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, pagers.
Yeah. That was
Like,
different.
remember that, dude? Like, you'd be out with your boys and you get a page and be like, fuck it. And,
Yeah.
and you'll talk to them tomorrow or later
Yeah.
on in the week. Now it's,
Yeah.
everybody's just sitting there on their phones.
Yeah. It's good and bad. It's nice to be able to get information like that, but it's also like this is the smartest generation we've ever known. Like they
Yeah.
literally smartest ones, but don't know shit. How is that
No.
possible?
Yeah.
How is that possible? I don't know.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I have like all of our devices are Apple. So we have on their screen time and I
Yes.
can see, how much we're doing and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Everybody in my house, it's ridiculous. I'm like, how the do you guys even fucking work? Do you go to school? Do you do anything?
The
Oh,
amount of
you're just as
TikTok
bad.
bullshit.
I said, there's no fucking way I'm as bad as you guys.
Do you have
So-
TikTok on your phone?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But I only do it when I know my one buddy posts something. Other than that, I don't go on there.
I don't even have it on my phone because I think it's the worst one out of all of them.
No, fuck no, not even close.
Dude, like the amount of scrolling that goes on TikTok, video after video after video.
Well, yeah, that and Instagram is also just as bad.
Yeah.
My wife can spend literally all day on Instagram.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
Do you have Facebook on your phone?
Yeah.
My two daughters don't have Facebook on their phone.
My kid, nobody, me and Mila have Facebook, and that's just because my family back. You know what I mean?
Is it the new MySpace thing? Is that
Here's
what this
the
is,
thing,
Bobby?
I don't even remember the last time I even posted or said something on Facebook.
Yeah, it's dying. Like I don't do this, the snapper chatters. I don't do that either.
I
Never
do
got into
Snap.
that. I never got into it. And Instagram, I'm on Instagram. But I'll be honest, man, I have a social media presence because I'm a football coach. So I have to post shit sometimes and shit like that. But really, honestly, you know, I've gotten my kid. I know I'm getting older because I got my kid to help me with some Snapchat shit to add like cool things to it. And I
Yeah.
felt really fucking stupid. Like I really felt stupid. It's just gotten to that point, man. Look, I can work my way around a computer, no problem, because it's my job. And I can take you through the ins and outs of some airplanes because that's my job. But if you get me on something like Snapchat, I'm like, what am I doing here? How do I add the music? Oh, that's cool. How do I do that?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But I can change the oil in my car and change my tires. I know a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah. I build a lot of shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I respect your building abilities, Bobby. You do a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I've been really consciously trying to get my screen time down. Right now, because like mine resets, I get a notification every Monday. This past Monday, I was at 46 minutes on average for an entire day on my phone.
I don't know how you do that. WhatsApp drives mine out through the wall.
I don't go on. I don't use it. I mean, but that's the thing. If I go on it, that's fine. I'm just at it real quick to clear something and boom, or I'll ask a question, I get an answer, boom, I'm done. I'm not sitting there all day.
No, dude, but the amount of well, I mean, does the music in the background count? Because when I'm at work, I'm listening to music a lot of the time. So
if your phone's turned off and you have the music going, then no, it doesn't.
Okay. It's only physically when your screen's on.
Yes, because mine is literally like I have my AirPods in and I'm literally listening to podcasts podcasts or music all day long.
Me too. It's what gets me through the day.
Yeah.
I will say that I also have a nasty habit of when people WhatsApp me, I look at it right away. And I really shouldn't be doing that, but I do it. I try to break away from it, but I'm in so many different freaking groups for football and things like this that I can't help it, man. I really can't.
I hear you.
I can't. As the viewers might see, I did get a haircut 2 days ago, buddy, and my hair literally was like down to here. Like I thought about growing it out. I really did. And then I was like, nah, you're not growing it out. So, you know.
I still go every 2.5 to 3 weeks. Last week I had an appointment, but I was sick. So I'm getting mine done on Monday.
Right.
But
and I shaved a week ago. So
I actually almost got rid of the beard.
Can't do it. I look
my
like
scruff. I almost got rid of my scruff a couple days ago, but I decided not to.
I look like a turtle. I can't do it.
Yeah. And I think my thing was I was wearing glasses. Like I wear glasses majority of the time through the week. So I looked like a fucking 13-year-old, like creepo. Like you ever see like those weird like sketch comedy shows where they put like an old person like back in high school and they're like, oh, bunga, dude.
Yeah,
that's how I looked.
It's rad. Yeah.
What's the dealio, son?
Oh man. That's crazy.
And that's how I looked. So I was like, nope.
Nope. Keeping it. So what else you got, buddy? What's going on?
Not much, man. Like I said, I want to fix this shit up this weekend. Getting ready for getting ready for winter. I gotta close the pool up this weekend. I gotta get the tires on my car. We're brewing some shit.
Tell you what I got coming up. You're gonna laugh at this one.
What's that?
I got my over 40 check coming up, Bobby. Gonna check my oil.
Oh yeah, okay.
And by oil,
yeah.
I mean,
oh, I know.
Not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it. Uh, I had to have it a couple of years ago.
You know, you know what you
When
do to break how you break the silent, like the tension?
um,
As your pants are down around your ankles and you're kind of bent over, kind of like cock your head back towards them and go, whisper something sweet to me.
mm,
And they're just like, what the fuck?
last time I did it, I had to lay on a table, lay on my side, and I had to pull my legs up. And this was when I was in the hospital when I got
Yeah.
stabbed. Um, and they're doing the lube thing.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was so cold. I thought it was an ice cube. It was cold. And as they didn't use the finger, obviously they used this little camera or whatever. And I swear to you, the thing was only like this long. I fucking felt like it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like this long.
Yeah.
Dude. I couldn't, the worst part was is I couldn't get the lube off my asshole. I felt like, you know what I mean? Like it just as many times as I was cleaning it, I was like, fucking hell, man. I still
Yeah.
felt like you could, I don't know what you could do, but I'm just glad nobody did what they could do.
Yeah.
It's not a comfortable thing at all, but I need to get checked because I also don't want to die from ass cancer. So that's,
Right. Yeah. No, you can't mess around with that. But you'd think like that's the thing, man. Like they developed a fucking multiple vaccines for COVID in 4 or 5 months
yeah.
before they released them. And it's been like 1,000 years. And the only way to check that is a finger up the butt.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? Like
finger,
somebody's like,
finger that most people use the camera now. It's not really a finger anymore. Like, I feel like if the doctor's still using a finger, there might be another reason. You know what I mean? Like maybe he just enjoys that, I would have to get a doctor on. I don't know if there's specific things, but I know last time they used the camera. And I think they mostly checking for polyps, I guess. Or they can tell by the size.
No, they're checking your prostate. That's all they're doing. They're checking the size, like the resistance to your prostate.
Okay. Well, the one I did in the hospital
if it's inflamed.
I think they were looking for polyps or something last time.
Yeah, if that's a colonoscopy, that's different. Yeah. That's with the camera.
Okay. Well, then maybe I get the finger this time. Maybe it's my fun. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough time. They have many things to do. Then I get the old that, and then you get the old turn your head and cough. I have to get on a bike. Gonna test the old ticker, and I don't know if you have this problem, Bobby, but I go up 3 flights of stairs and my heart rate kicks in. I can feel it. Like I'm also carrying around a few more pounds than you are. So
yeah, and I'm like I'm a 16,000 to 22,000 step a day person. So
no,
I'm always moving.
I'll be honest. If I get to around 10,000 steps, my knee starts screaming. Then I'm on bone on the left knee. So
I'm the same on my right knee, but
terrible. I can't do it.
I just got cortisone shots 3 weeks ago, and I just pushed through until I get my next ones.
I stay away from the shots, but they told me I need to try to hold on till 50 before they give me a new one. So we'll see how that turns out, Bobby. Yeah, man. So for me, that's going to be my exciting week coming up. Travel, a little butt play, courtesy of the docs, and
nice.
Yeah, should be a exciting week.
It's kind of funny though. Like you're technically paying to get fingered.
Yeah, I know. Well, we live in a country where I don't have to pay for it, so that's great.
No, you are paying for it.
Yeah, every month, Bobby. But I'm just saying. Yeah, so sometimes you want a handy, and sometimes you want a finger in the butt. I guess what I'm getting.
Why not both?
Maybe both. Who knows, Bobby?
Actually, you know what? That'd be even funnier. As you're bent over, and he's about to finger you, just cock your head back and be like, hey, is it cool if I fluff it a little bit? What the fuck?
Can I borrow some of that lube? That's always an experience for every guy. Well, every guy should go through it. It's important.
It's important. Like, I'm not looking forward to it, but on the other hand, I'm definitely looking forward to it because I'm going to make it as awkward as I fucking can.
But I think that's like the most lethal cancer for men, isn't it?
Pancreatic.
Yeah, something along those lines. Downstairs. You just don't want to get cancer down there. I don't think so.
No, yeah, colon cancer you don't want. It sucks, but it's manageable. It's livable.
Yeah, but there's one. Is it what's the one that's a death sentence, Bobby? There's one that's a
Pancreatic cancer. If you have pancreatic cancer, that's it. It's game over.
yeah,
And it goes quick
yeah.
because there's no early screening for it. It's usually like if something happens and you get screened for it, they go, oh, fuck, you're stage 4. You have maybe 3 to 4 months and it ends up only being weeks.
Mm.
I know that's happened to a bunch of people where we used to live in Boyern, our next door neighbor. 1 year older than me. He died 3 years ago from it. He just wasn't feeling good for like a few weeks and just kept going on. Like, well, no, for longer than a few weeks. They wasn't feeling good. Then finally went to the doctor. They did some tests and like, yo, you have pancreatic cancer. I'm sorry. He's like, well, what can we do? Start saying goodbyes and get your family set because that's it. And he
Yikes.
died. They said from the time when he got diagnosed until he died was less than 2.5 weeks.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
terrible.
one of those things that just gets like it goes unnoticeable. Nothing is wrong. Then out of nowhere is extremely aggressive and lights out.
It says here lung cancer is the most deadly cancer among men and women combined.
Yeah.
Well, there's reasons you probably have lung cancer. I mean, that's it. It doesn't always mean everybody who gets lung cancer is a smoker. Let's not say that either.
No,
But,
absolutely not.
certainly doesn't help.
No.
And yeah, dude, the biggest killer is actually the top 5 is breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer, pancreatic cancer, and Jesus, lung cancer.
Yep.
And lung cancer is the killer. 143,000 a year.
Yep.
That's Jesus. That's eye-opening for me because I actually wouldn't think that, but cool thing is we had our last 2 football games. We actually had cancer as a topic there. We had the pink ribbon game, which was breast cancer awareness, of course. And the second one was prostate cancer awareness, which is also we had for men. So both sides had something that's concerning for us. So point we're making to everybody listening is go out, get your checks, ladies. You know the checks you have to do for that.
Exactly. Zoom us. We'll video check your boobies. No problems. Fellas, yeah. Turn your camera on, show your butthole. Let's make it wink, and I'll tell you if you got cancer.
Well, I think Chris is the expert in that one out of all of us. So
yeah, but you know what though? Is he though? He's the one getting fingered.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, love you, buddy.
Yeah, well, he's eating again, so that's good. We told us last time. Actually, I think all of us have been pretty busy lately, doing a good thing.
Yeah.
It's what I'm glad I got good friends. They're all happy about good things going on in my life, and it's the same all the way around. And that slides me into something I'd like to talk to you about, Bobby.
Okay.
Do you feel as a man, Bobby, that you can be open about how you're honestly feeling without being judged by your friends?
Yeah. Well, it depends on who, but yeah, for the most part. Then again, I have no shame. So it's, you know what I mean? I'm kind of an anomaly.
Like if you were feeling mentally in the shitter, right?
Yeah.
Like just mentally, like, you know what? I'm just in a bad place. Do you feel like you have friends? Like I know that the person you should probably go to is your wife, but I don't know if that's the first person you're going to go to.
No.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, I'm making an assumption here. But do you feel like you have male friends that you could go to and say, hey, bro, I'm really
absolutely.
Feeling like shit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'd give you a hug, Bobby. So it's fine.
Yeah.
We make a lot of jokes here on the pod, but in real life, if a friend came to me and said, hey man, I'm really in the shits lately. Shit's been going bad. Like, what kind of dickhead would be like, oh, stop being a pussy? Like, go through a lot of shit.
You know what though? But that's the thing though. There are people see, that's the thing. I have no problem going to people. I'll tell you right now, I am the last person people should come to.
Why would you say that?
I'm just, I don't know how to deal with those kind of situations. I'm awkward. Like you'll come in like, hey man, I'm feeling pretty fucked. Like, I don't know what to do. And I'd make an awful joke about it because I'm just uncomfortable and I don't know how to react. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I am. But then yeah, I'd still talk to you, I'd listen to you, but I'd be more on the lighter, humorous side of things, just
Right.
because I don't know, in general, I'm socially awkward. So
Hmm. I don't think I don't think I'm you then.
no.
No. I think although I do make some inappropriate jokes sometimes, I actually have the gift of I think reading people pretty well. So I think I can if any of my friends were going through a rough time, I'm probably the guy to come to. Like I'm let's go sit out in the barn, man. Let's go have a chat. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You just learn how to deal with it, man. Um well, I was in the military, so I have a lot of buddies who you try to keep an eye on because veterans tend to have a higher rates of suicide. Um, and I don't know what causes that, Bobby, but well, some of it we've seen some shit. Let's put it that way.
Right. Yeah, but you know what though? I'm sorry. If that was like a situation, like if you were really, really, really fucked up and you're thinking those kind of things, then I guess, yeah, I guess I could be somebody that you could come to because like I have a lot of experience in certain things.
Mhm.
So I'd be able to, I don't know, I guess provide some insight and talk shit out.
Right.
But yeah. But yeah, like that's the thing. Like you got, a lot of military guys, like a lot of people. I know a few people and they just come back and you're never the same and can't deal. Real life doesn't work anymore.
Well, in real life, male to female suicide rates is 2 to 1. So for every 2 men who kill themselves, one woman kills herself.
Right.
And it's a couple countries that are a little higher. Europe is 4 to 1. And they just put the Americas. They don't put, North America or anything. It's 3.6 to 1.
Wow.
Um, yeah. So I think, I don't know why we choose. A lot of times it's maybe we don't feel like we're providers anymore. We lose our job. 4 to 1 says to me financial issues. Men are more likely to go on the top of a tall building and jump off more so than women would, I think.
Yeah.
Um, you know, women might, what do you associate women who kill themselves with? I associate with like cutting your wrist,
Pills.
pills. I associate men putting a gun to your mouth and blowing your back of your brains out. I associate
Hanging
jumping off.
yourself.
It's not funny, but jumping off it's things we associate with. I don't want to laugh about suicide because it's definitely not funny,
No, it's not.
um, but it's just things that men do, get it over with quick. I feel like women want to go like slowly or make it more like a novel, I guess. I don't know. It's just one of those things to where um I just hope that if anybody's listening to this and you're going through some shit, man, hit me up. I promise you. I am not the guy to make jokes. I will talk about it, tell you the shit you need to hear. Because Bobby, I've been there, dude. After the shit happened to me, I was like, I didn't know whether to shit or wind my watch there for a while.
Yeah.
And luckily, the reason I ask you that is, dude, you were the guy I went to. Like, if I think about it, we had some fucking, we had a pod, and then afterwards we talked for 2 hours. And
right. But see, like that's the thing. Like I think that's a situational kind of thing. Like if you're super depressed, like that's why I'm saying, like if you're really depressed or like something crazy has happened to you, then yeah, I could be there because I'm a good listener. I can keep it light. I can keep a conversation going and provide different points of view. But like, if you're just like, oh, it's raining,
yeah, I hear
this
you.
sucks,
I hear
then
you.
I am the last fuck you should come to in the
Yeah.
world because I can't, I don't compute that kind of stuff. So
Dude, the shit that I've been through, if you come to me and tell me you're sad because it's raining, I'm probably not the guy you want to come to then.
yeah,
But like people, it's weird, man. People react to shit differently. Like they really do. Like people who I talk to are like, dude, you got fucking stabbed in the chest and you're like functioning. Like, yeah, like what am I supposed to do? But then there are people who have a sad rainy day and they're in the dumps for weeks on end. And you're like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, you don't really have any issues. Or, people take breakups differently. I don't know, they find out some sad shit and they just say, hey, I've had enough of this. And there are some people who you would never think were suicidal at all, but who
Yeah.
are, and they have that one bad day and it just
Yeah.
cracks everything open and that's it. And that's the saddest shit. And I think one of the saddest things is when fathers decide to commit suicide. Like it's like you left kids behind, like, and you don't like, or ones that don't even leave an explanation. You know, kids are just left wondering the rest of their life, like, why the fuck did my dad kill himself? You know,
You
like
know
what?
what though? It that's terrible and it sucks, but more times than not, at that point, when people get to that point, like a father that does that, is they honestly feel and believe 100% mentally and in their heart, in their entire being, that that would be that them killing themselves is the best outcome for their kids,
I hear you. Yeah,
which is fucked.
it
It's
is.
completely
It's
fucked.
terrible.
But unfortunately, that shows you right there, like, man, who I don't care what, like, yes, I understand we live in a fucking culture where everybody needs a safe space. Everybody needs a title. Everybody needs
Mm,
this. But at the same time, dude, who doesn't suffer from mental illness, from some sort of degree from mental illness? If you say
yeah,
you don't, you're a fucking liar. I don't
yeah.
care who you are. Everybody suffers with depression, whether it's seasonal depression, whether it's like some crazy real life stuff or
Or you
stuff that
just
they've
get in your feelings,
experienced.
or do something that
Exactly.
puts you in your feelings. We all have that. There's always a
We're
trigger for somebody.
Here's the thing, dude. Like a lot of people think like, a lot of people talk and like, oh, maybe it's the full moon. And people
Yeah.
go, ah, you're crazy. Um, you guys realize that the lunar pole controls the tides, right?
Yeah.
What our bodies are 70% water. If the moon can help control the power of the ocean, what the fuck do you think it can do to your little ass body?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Sure. I just think for most people, it's something that triggers you. I think it's something that you know, whatever. I
Yeah.
have triggers to that night that happen all the time.
Of
I have
course.
shit from the military time that I hear a sound or I smell something. I'm like, oh fuck, here I am again. You just got to learn to deal with it. Number one. And number two, you got to have somebody who you can trust. And luckily for me, I think I have 4 or 5 friends that if I hit them up, they'd be like, hey, dude, let's get together. Let's talk about it. What's going on?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong. And they're all guys. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think the one good thing, Bobby, the one good thing that we've gotten past as a society is that looking down upon men if they cry, number one, or number two, if they show some type of feelings. Like it used to be seriously down, and you wonder why the suicide rate used to be a lot higher amongst men because you need that brotherhood, or you need sometimes everybody needs to be told, hey man, I love you, bro, or hey man, I think you're great, or whatever. Everybody needs that, and I think in our
Right.
society we just don't have enough of it, and men are afraid to like sit at a table or to tell a friend like, hey man, bro, I'm going through some shit, man. What do you see? What do you see here? Maybe I'm seeing something wrong. And a lot of times you get so caught up in your feelings, in your field of view, that you can't see left or right. You can only see what's in front of you. And it may be what's your problem is you just keep looking forward instead of like slowing down, stopping and saying, okay, yeah, this is a shitty situation, or yeah, this sucks, but how can I get through it? And luckily for me, I had you and I had Chris and a couple other people who I hit up and I talked to about, and they're like, "Hey, man, or you just, or you were the best, dude, because you were honest. Like that was what's great. You're like,
See,
yeah,
that's another
that's what's
thing,
great.
but that's another reason why I'm also like a bad person to come to, because I'm not the kind of person that's just gonna like hold you and be like and tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what I see, whether you want to hear it or not. I'm brutally honest. Like that's the thing. Like my wife hates it because
And you know
she'll
me,
tell me
that's what I
something
needed.
and
That's what I
I
needed.
say it.
That's what I needed. And you were like, hey, man, look, dude, you fucked up. Like, and this is this, but you're like, hey, man, you got kids, man, keep moving forward. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I was like, I remember I was like, yeah, but Bobby, think about it. Maybe they'd be better. You're like, man, shut the fuck up, man. You gotta get out. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
It's
but
just,
and that's another thing that I like about that kind of dynamic is because if you need some real shit, I'm that's what I'm
mm,
gonna bring to you
yeah.
100% of the time. I'm not the kind of person that's just gonna be like, you know, I'm not gonna agree with you just to agree with you and blow your head up and make you think that you're right about a situation, whether you're right or wrong. I'm gonna, people need to have friends in their life that they're gonna be brutally honest, because
Right.
that helps keep that closeness, I think, because that helps build trust. That you have a 100 percenter,
Mm,
and it also helps you with personal growth, because then maybe, you know what, you'd be like, yeah, you know what, maybe they were right.
yeah.
Maybe this isn't how it was in my head. Maybe, you know what, it's not that bad. I
Right.
can move forward. I can pick myself up. And a lot of people, they need that kind of motivational voice in their heads. And
Mm,
that's what a lot of people don't get. Like I have a friend that was going through a rough time. The only people surrounded by him was like, "Oh man, yeah, you're right. They're all fucked." And I'm just like, "What the fuck are you guys feeding him? That's
right.
100% garbage." And I told
Mm,
him flat out how it was. Didn't talk to me for like 5 months. Then out of nowhere, "Hey man, yeah, you were right." A lot of other people, they were just saying because they just didn't want to argue with me.
yeah.
And it's like, I'll argue with you all day long, man. But guess what? At the end of that argument, we're gonna be able to move forward. You know what I mean? Like,
You're either gonna
no,
want to hug me or you're gonna want to fucking fight me. But either way,
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
hug
tell
in the
you.
end.
Yeah, yeah. But my thing was I'm always the same way. Like, all right, tell me what the
Yeah.
facts are. Nah, man, you're fucking up. And like I think you need a friend like that. Like we have a mutual friend who
Yes.
I love this dude to death. Like I do. Let me first say that. Number one. But number two is I've always been straight up. Like I've always been straight up
Yeah.
because that's what I want. That's what friends are supposed to do. Like if you're fucking up, your friends are supposed to tell you, hey man, you're fucking up. I don't want guys around me like, nah, Dave, you're right, man. Fuck them. They're wrong. Nah, if I'm fucking wrong, then tell me I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Like just give it to me, shoot me straight. But you got so many fucking fake people. That's another thing. Fake ass people these days who just want something from you. So they blow smoke up your ass. So you keep doing what you're doing because they're getting something from it.
Exactly.
But if you're telling somebody, hey man, nah, dude, that's fucked what you're doing. What are you doing? And when you told me when I was going through shit, like, hey man, what you're doing right now, listen, I couldn't forgive her. I couldn't do it. But
No,
hey, I respect you for what you're doing, but I wouldn't do it.
there's no
And I
fucking
just,
way.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, okay, man, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because I think it's the right thing for my kids, but I respect your opinion. And we also have a mutual friend who lives in Frankfurt, put it that way, whose wife is not such a big fan of me sometimes because of that reason.
Yeah.
Because we are good friends. We've been friends since we were like 16. And and I just say to him, hey man, this is what I see it as, and you take it for what you want. And sometimes she doesn't like that because he'll come up and be like, man, you're fucking right, dude. What the fuck? And then I'll hear it. We say, yeah, she wasn't happy you said that, but you were right, dude. Or he'll tell me, hey, I still think you were fucking wrong. And I'll be like, cool, man, let's go get a beer. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's what you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to make sure that everybody's listening has that
Yeah.
special somebody that they can talk to who's going to give it to them honestly. Because we all have mental health problems. We do. I agree with you, Bobby.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a fair assumption
Mhm.
to make on the general population. Because
Mhm.
and that's the thing, man. Like, um, I think it's to a point where it's actually getting worse and more common. I think a
Yeah.
lot of people, like, you talk about, like, our dads were probably depressed as living fuck. You would never know it because they weren't raised on showing that kind of shit. Like now, you go to a college and they have room, like what used to house people is just safe spaces.
Mhm.
Like, are you fucking
Yeah.
kidding me?
I know, I know
This
my
is why my tuition costs this much a year, because your pussy fucking ass can't take a teacher saying, no, you got the answer wrong, so you need to go cry for 6 hours, you pussy fuck.
I
And
remember my
that's
dad
what
was
this house
miserable.
is.
My dad was miserable. He would say to us,
Yeah.
when you guys are grown, I'm the fuck out of here. Uh, I just remember some of my dad said, all I am is a paycheck. That's all I am here. All this other shit. I'm like, whatever. But you know what? The fucking old man was right about so many things. God damn, I wish
Yeah,
I'd
they
listened to
usually
him.
are.
Yeah. You're like, oh, he doesn't know shit. He's just a miserable old man. Yeah. Well, he did know a few things. He knew a few things. Ah, fucking hell, Bobby. All right. So how do we move on from here, Bobby?
I don't know. When we're done with this, I'm gonna go smoke some weed and probably pass out.
Oh, no.
uh,
So, Bobby, that's where we are this week.
yeah, man. It's
So,
but you know what though? In all seriousness, people listening, people watching, we got a pretty good group of people here on this podcast. You know, whether, you know, when Chris and Harry join us, we have a great time. The four of us, we get together, we get together well. And there's a reason for that. Is because we're all fairly similar. We have very similar personalities. We get along great. We all have the same kind of sense of humor for the most part.
right.
If anybody's listening, you know, and anybody going through a problem, or you know people, dude, come hang out. You know, we can do a quick conversation. It, you know,
What I would say is really honestly, if you look at any documentary on people who actually attempted suicide and survived it, most of them will tell you they regretted it as soon as they started it. There was a cool thing that I watched. I don't know if it's cool, but it was a good show.
was
to
it
watch.
on the, was it over the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yes.
Yes, I watched that too.
And this guy was talking about
Who survived.
As soon as he jumped, he regretted it.
Yep. As soon as he jumped, he said, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. Look, I'll be honest with you. Let me break this down this way. Nobody knows what we have once we leave here. Nobody's sure. You can be religious, you can be non-religious, you can be whatever. Once your lights shut out, no one knows what's beyond that. Trust me, my lights shut out 3 times. I've explained this on the pod. I had an experience, and I don't know if it was my body playing with me, my mind. I don't know. All I know is no one's sure when this life is over what you have. It is such a valuable thing to be alive. If you think about it, when your dad ejaculated into your mother, you were one of how many sperm, Bobby? Fuck, I don't know, but a lot. And you won that race.
And knowing me, I probably ate those other pussy cunts.
Yeah. And you made it to the egg, and you were here. Like, you've already beaten the odds. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
And you're willing to throw away that card for whatever reason. There's nothing that's that bad worth killing yourself over. Nothing.
So you know what though? Actually, it is, because that's probably the only lottery I'll ever win in my life. So thanks for pointing that out, you dick.
But seriously, it's a gift to be here. All jokes aside,
it is. It is.
Don't do that. There's people who will miss you more than you know. Really, honestly. So don't do it. Instead of doing that, go to the bathroom. Little tip my dad gave me. We'll go to the bathroom and beat off and have a moment of post-nut clarity. And it will open up your eyes and you will see it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Bobby will co-sign me on that one. In fact, any important life decisions you may have as a man or woman, maybe you post.
Exactly. You thinking about asking her to marry you? Go beat off and think about that question.
Go beat off. Or
I bet it'll be a no.
Ask somebody who's been married over 10 years how they feel about it. Like, like, you know, yeah, our buddy Chris got married and he seems happy.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Fast forward 6 years and they're both gonna be miserable as fuck.
Yeah, just like the rest of us, you know? Just like the rest of us, Bobby. Bobby, although I have to say you were happy most of the time. Like, just in case. You know, you're happy most of the time, Bobby. Yeah. Yeah. Look. We kid, but not really. So
there's at least 90% of truth in every joke.
Yeah, at least. But yeah, I just thought I'd talk about that because I don't think we as men talk about that enough. And I know the majority of our listeners are men, but it's not worth it. Yeah. So Bobby, I think that's going to for this week. Put a bow on it.
You were saying you wanted to jump off early. I get
something going on in the morning. I am cleaning out the barn and doing a couple things, getting ready. Winter's rolling around. Winter is coming.
I'll
And
be
it's-
closing up the pool and finishing
it's-
up our stairs.
And I think tomorrow's supposed to be the last day of decent weather for a while, so I want to utilize it. Yeah. So that's where we are, Bobby.
Perfect, man. I thought it was a good podcast this week.
Always
we put
is.
in almost a solid, hour, 50 minutes or so.
Right after we
Perfect.
get done here, I'm going to put in the group about setting up a foursome next week. Yeah. So next Friday, I don't know what your new work schedule is. If it's going on, I don't know, Bobby. But maybe we try to set up for a Friday.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we do the Friday. I can do Friday, but I just can't do too late because next Saturday I have to be somewhere that's over an hour away at 6:30 in the morning. So I
Okay.
gotta wake
I
up
hear you.
super early and drive pretty far. But
Yeah.
I'm down to do a podcast.
I mean, it could be
As long as we're
interesting on
done by
Friday.
like 10:30, I'm good.
I travel Tuesday, Wednesday, and I get fingered in the ass on Thursday. So
Oh my God, FaceTime me. Like as a joke, like as soon as the doctor is like, yeah, hold on, man, hold on 1 second, and just like FaceTime me. I'd be like, all right, go.
no,
And the doctor would be like, what the fuck?
Bobby's two fingering me. He lied. Oh, he switched Kim out. Oh my God. You imagine your doctor had those Kim hands? Oh my God.
I
Fucking
would
hell.
cry. But you know what though, dude? Have you ever
Fucking-
taken a shit, turn around, looked at it, and go, oh, I could take a black dick? Like, have you ever, has that ever happened to you?
No, but I've been there where it's you got to try to ride that pain out, where it's just trying to pop the ring.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. we don't need to tell that story, but we do have a buddy who ended up on the toilet for 6 hours because he couldn't shit.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's a double quarter pounder and cheese doodoo. You don't want that. But that happens after you go to the States. When you leave here in Germany, go back to the States because they have all those preservatives in the food. It always hits me. Well, I don't shit for like 3 or 4 days, Bobby.
Oh, really?
Like,
See, that's just
dude.
travel in general, like flying. But usually the American foods, they grease it up, man. It just falls right out of you.
Nah, dude, it's preservatives in there. Keeps it stocked up in me. And it'll take 3 or 4 or 5 days. And on that 5th day, I shit a 57 Cadillac. And I'm in there fucking holding the sides of the bathroom, crying and shit. So, yeah, that's when you hang your ass over the side of the sink and gently pat water on the beehole until it eases up a little bit. Or if you have spicy food, one or the other, which happens to me when I go back to the States. Yeah, cool. Oh, one last thing. I do have a business trip planned in November. It looks like I might end up going to Ireland for a week.
Nice.
So we'll see.
Dude, I want to plan a trip to Scotland.
Bobby, I've been trying to plan a lot of shit with you that is falling
But
on the wayside.
the problem is, like, I don't know, like nobody's letting anybody in over there.
Scotland.
Yeah.
You can get into Scotland.
No. London. We wanted to go to London. Can't do that. Can't go getting anywhere in the UK right now.
UK's bad. Is Scotland really the UK? Is it really?
Yeah.
though?
Yep.
All right. I'll have to look it up, Bobby. But travel to Scotland. So what, you want to go with the boys or what?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to do a couple trips, Bobby, so I'm in. Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah. I was on the phone with my customer in the UK today, and they're just like, it's fucked. Absolutely fucked. You can't get in or out.
Yeah, but it says if you're fully vaccinated, it's not an issue.
Nope. Not necessarily. Depends where you were vaccinated and with what.
Okay.
Because the problem is with Pfizer, the one that we have.
Is that BioNTech?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
After 2 months, you won't be hospitalized or die from it. So they say, but it's not 100%. But you are fully basically unimmune. You can get corona and pass it on to other people. You just won't get it as bad, but it's basically as if you weren't vaccinated anymore. And that's after 2 months. We're after 2 months.
Yeah, I'm going on 3. Yeah.
Yep. So
yeah. But I think
that's another problem. That's because you have to provide all that. That was the customer that I was talking to. He said that was his problem.
So what do you want to do in Scotland?
Oh, dude, I want to go to golf at St. Andrews. I want to see some castles, Edinburgh. I want to go to a lot of places around there, man. Like, it's just gorgeous.
True. I just
So-
want to go. I just want to get out of here. I'll be honest. I don't care where the
I
hell we
do
go.
too, man. I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I need to be away from like the
I
people
was
I'm
thinking
around.
of going. I was thinking of going to Inheiden tomorrow night
The fuck is that?
by myself. By Hungen. It's a lake.
Oh, by yourself.
Yep.
To do what?
It's just relax. I can write and sleep.
Okay, yeah.
Got a cottage there, so
Yeah, I know. But you didn't mention Glasgow. There's a lot of things to do there.
but Glasgow's a fucking. You don't want to go to Glasgow.
Oh.
That's like the red light district of Frankfurt. It's like just it's a hood.
So why we don't want to go again?
Yeah, true.
This looks nice though. Scottish Highlands.
Yeah, I want to go travel sightsee. That's one place I've never
What,
been.
you want to spend a weekend there or a weekend?
Like St. Andrews, look at that right there. Fuck yeah.
It's pretty nice, man.
It is gorgeous.
And I think
I
you're
want
like
to go
me,
golf
Bobby.
at the
I'm
old
not
course
really,
there.
but I'm not really into going and getting smashed. I want to be able to do shit, you know. You fuck
Oh,
around
yeah,
and go out.
see, that's my thing. Like, I'd rather go out and do stuff, see stuff. I want to,
Yeah,
if I
me
go
too.
somewhere, I want to experience it.
Everness, that looks nice.
Yep,
Aberdeen, there's a lot of shit to see there. There you go.
exactly. And Loch Ness. I want to go to Loch Ness.
I think that was on here already.
I want to find Nessie.
There you are.
Hell yeah. Look at that.
But it's now the time to go there. I mean, it's pretty shit weather though, isn't it? I thought it was shit weather all the time, but
Yeah, it's like here.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
there we go. That's where I want to go.
the Isle of Skye. Yeah. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
they have a whiskey factory there. I'm in.
Let's do it, dude.
Let's do it. I've been trying to get on.
Cheap flights and it's super close.
If anybody knows what this thing is about, if anybody's been listening to this podcast, I've been trying to hook shit up for a long time, Bobby. But I think we whittled it down to 3 or 4 guys to go, and I think it's worth going.
I agree.
I think David would go with us, and I think Harry would go.
David, I think would be fun person to travel with. He travels a lot. He's cool to hang out with. I think it'd be fun.
Yep, and I know Harry would be down for no problem.
Yeah.
And I think we could wiggle Chris in there too if he can talk to his new wife about it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. All right, dude. Then here we are. We have officially
And there we go.
hit our time, and that's going to be the end of it. Listen,
Perfect.
Bobby's going to tell you where to find us right now.
You can find us everywhere podcasts are found. I'm actually in the process of getting us on the Wondery app. So if you listen to podcasts on Wondery, expect us to be there hopefully soon. You can watch us on YouTube. You can find us on all forms of social media,
Including Facebook.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Fuck it, we got it all.
Plenty of Fish. Are we on Plenty of Fish?
No, but we are on Tinder.
We certainly are, Bobby. We certainly
We're
are.
pretty hoary with the fellows. Let me tell you.
Let's be honest. A lot of dicks. Just
A lot of dicks.
It's a massive amount of dicks.
Every Sunday, I actually log into some of our social media, and it is it's insane the amount of penis we get.
We like it though. I'm not gonna lie. It's really for us a size comparison thing. We're like, we're really not that bad. So
Well, then I'm going to give you all of our login information. You can handle that from now on because it's not fun. Like I just sit there as I'm drinking my coffee, I go, why?
so many dicks. So many.
So
Most of them are from Harry anyway. So
exactly. Chris sent us a weird cum tribute, but it was like on a fucking postcard of
I don't know.
Little Orphan Annie. Weird.
He's got his things. He'll be at the synagogue tomorrow. So what do you? Yeah, that's it then, Bobby.
Yeah. So thanks for listening, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and join us again next week. And we'll talk to you.
We'll see you then. Bye.